If there's one thing you know about Arizona without ever visiting, it's that it's hot. Real hot. That makes finding a cool one so much more important in the midst of triple-degree temperatures. Papago Brewing Company likes to claim its Orange Blossom Ale is the perfect relief for the heat. But is it? Find out now on Two Dudes Reviews. Papago Brewing Company originally started off in 2001 as a beer bottling supply store. However, one thing led to another, and now it is a brewery and a brew pub in the heart of Scottsdale. Lighter wheat beers have become increasingly popular with the casual beer drinking crowd. But is the Orange Blossom Ale able to quench the thirst of a more seasoned beer lover? Let's find out. Alright, yeah, we have the Papago Orange Blossom in can, ready to go. So, let's get cracking. Now, they do recommend serving it with an orange slice, but I don't know, when I get these slices of fruit in my beer at the restaurant, usually I pull it out, or I let it just sit for a second before pulling it out. I just, I don't know, I don't like it hitting my mouth non-stop as I'm trying to sip it, so I'll just kind of discard it after it sits for a minute. But for this tasting, we are just going straight at the beer. We're not adding anything to it. Now, alright, as we look at it, it is a very cloudy, lightish yellow-brown color. Got okay carbonation. It's not a whole bunch of it. As you can see, the head's starting to come down a bit. But, alright, let's get to the review. First, it's the smell. Ooh. Yeah, you can really get vanilla as you first smell it. That's the first thing I take in is the vanilla. It almost smells like a creamsicle. Like one of those orange creamsicles you had as a kid, or maybe even eat now. I know I do sometimes. But that's what I'm really getting right now. It's got the vanilla. It's got, the mandarin. It's almost clementine type. But yeah, I'm almost getting more vanilla than citrus at this particular time. It's very different for a wheat beer. I can't say I've had too many just vanilla involved in it, which just makes me, I'm really interested to try it now. So for smell, I'm going to recommend it on smell, just because I don't think I've had anything with vanilla involved with it, so it's totally different. So, alright, taste. Yeah, honestly, it tastes like a creamsicle too, which that's surprising as well. It's you do get that vanilla. The vanilla is kind of the tip of your tongue, and then the citrus just kind of, it's not lemony citrus. So that mandarin is more of a tamed citrus, which I think goes excellent with the vanilla. It's a really nice combination. It's actually pretty surprising. I like that they went with a different variety of citrus. There's a lot of summer shandies and wheat beers now where it's so over citrus that it's almost like you're drinking a glass of lemonade with a little bit of beer poured into the top. So I like that they're trying out with different citrus, and so I like this. It's not, there's not really any carbonation now, so it's not bubbling in your mouth. It is refreshing. I could see definitely in the summertime cracking one of these open. This would be, I mean, I think a really good pool beer to bring because it's not too citrusy. It's got a little bit of hop bitterness into it, just a touch to give it, I think, a little interest in the beer, which is so it's not just straight citrus. And I think that adds a little complexity to it that I was not anticipating on getting. So for taste, I really enjoy it. That's really kind of surprising me. Honestly, I wasn't sure what I was going to get myself into when I saw Orange Blossom and then potential vanilla involved. So excellent taste, yes. Value for price. I don't really remember. I think I got it. I mean, I got it for like $1.50, I think, for a can. I'm sure if I went for the whole 6-pack, I could get it for $6-7. It's not a bad price at all. It's it's a good price for a good summer beer. So, and it's in cans, so you can take it anywhere. You don't have to worry about going to your pool or going to the lake or going anywhere else and being yelled at for it being glass and you can't drink it. So that is great. That's one of the perks of the can. So value for price, yes, absolutely. I'm going to check off on that one as well. All right. Category 4 is drinkability. And to be perfectly honest, I probably could have drank this whole thing top to bottom in just as soon as I cracked it open. It's very, very, very easy to drink. That's not saying it's like drinking water. The taste is excellent, and it is 5% alcohol, so it's not like super low. So that's why you can drink it fast. I could definitely enjoy just going to a barbecue or whatever and drinking several of these in succession without a problem, without feeling like I gotta switch something else because it's just something's overpowering. So yeah, I could definitely do that for drinkability, and I think for anybody that has friends that are they're not really into the whole microbrew scene. They don't like the pale ales. They don't like their IPAs. They don't like the porters or really anything else that's heavy or bitter or whatever. But they want something that's a little different from just your average Joe beer. I think this would be a good thing to bring up to it, because I think that little influx of the Mandarin and the vanilla really makes it an excellent thing for them to drink. And just really, it's definitely a summertime beer for sure. So I recommend it for drinkability for that case. Now, distinction, it's funny. There's certain beers you don't think you're going to be able to really taste, that much difference in. And with the wheat beers, I thought that most places I just kind of got stuck in a rut and just doing overly lemony, citrusy stuff. Now grapefruit's a big thing with this kind of beer, so that's just kind of what I had accepted. But the vanilla and the more mild Mandarin is what really makes it very interesting out there. There are other wheat beers I definitely enjoy, but this one is it's unique in the sense that for the flavors it does incorporate that I haven't had anyplace else. So I'm going to recommend for distinction, yes, it is a definite distinct beer in its category for sure. Now the last category is would I buy it again? And yes I would. I would get it to go to the lake, get it to go to the pool. I'll be visiting some friends up back in Michigan during the summertime, and I will bring some of this back with me, just since I'm pretty sure they're not going to be able to get it there, just so they can test it out and tell me what they think. So I will buy it again. And especially with the Arizona heat, with it being like 1,000 degrees outside, it's a good thing to have to kind of quench the thirst. I think that's really what it is. It's a thirst quencher. So on the On the Papago website, they state that it is the best way to quench thirst for the summer Arizona heat, and I'm gonna agree with them for this. So so Papago's Orange Blossom has received my very rare perfect score and the Two Dudes Reviews stamp of approval. So, if you want to get yourself a really enjoyable summer wheat beer that's a little different from the other wheat beers you've had, give Papago Orange Blossom a try. And if you're not sure if you can get it, you can go to their website and ask, what states they sell it in. So I think it's right now it's primarily Southwest, but with the good beer, it always expands quickly. So for Two Dudes in a 6-pack, this is Two Dudes Reviews. This is my review of the Orange Blossom. If you've had it before, let me know. Write in the comments. Write it yourself. You can tell me if you think I should change certain things with my review process. I'm always looking for different ways to spiffy it up a little bit. And if you'd like to follow us, please do. You can subscribe to our podcast. You can check out you can subscribe to our YouTube channel and subscribe to our podcast at Two Dudes in a 6-Pack. You can find us on iTunes and Stitcher and really any place else you find your podcast. I think you'd enjoy it. We don't just cover beer and alcohol. We dive into how to make the best of a worst situation. It's all the best of the worst, and it's a lot of the situations we've all been in where we're just like, man, this sucks, but there are ways to make it better. So we look into that. We go into pop culture, everything that relates to making the best of the worst. And you can also follow us on Twitter at Two Dudes Podcast. So for Chris and myself, this is Two Dudes Reviews, and I will see you later.